Welcome back, everybody. Pensive Piper here. It's been a long day, and I'm out in my parlor enjoying a pipe. I've got my Peterson 80S shape bent bulldog. It's a Dublin series, and I really enjoy this pipe. It's rugged, it's tough. Feels like you could drop it and you wouldn't have any problems. And in it, I've got some GLP's Maltese Falcon, which is a really wonderful medium English style blend. One of my favorites. Got my trusty I Am Corona lighter. I hope this video finds you well and relaxing and enjoying the finer things in life, like smoking a pipe. There really is just something that's sort of magical about taking some time at the end of a long day to choose your favorite tobacco and prepare it, load up your pipe, light the match or use a lighter, and just enjoy the slow burn and the thoughtfulness and the pensiveness that comes with smoking a pipe. It's tough for me to get a lot of quiet time by myself nowadays with my daughter, so I savor every chance that I get to come out here and just have some time to myself. And that's not to say I don't love spending time with my family, because I absolutely do. But you guys that are parents out there, you know what I'm talking about. This is my second bowl of this Maltese Falcon tonight. First bowl smoked really well. My pipe was in the chuff almost the whole time. And for those of you that don't know what that means, in the chuff just essentially means your pipe is kind of in the pocket. It's smoking really well. You can hear the gentle sizzling of the tobacco in the bowl while you're smoking. Your pipe's not getting too hot. It's not going out. Everything was just working really well. So let's hope for that same kind of magic on the second bowl. I was out here earlier reading a book, and I've been reading it for many months now. It's this Second World War by Winston Churchill. Really phenomenal book. If you're into World War II history at all, it's a must read. This is the abridged edition, and it's still massive. I'm like 2/3 of the way through. I come out and I'll read a chapter or two a night, so it's taken me a while to get through it. But it's also nice because it gives you some time to reflect on what you've just read in between chapters. So in one of the chapters I just read, Winston Churchill was talking about, and I'm going to paraphrase, but essentially how important it is for a nation to band together and stay united as one during difficult times. And something I've been thinking about a lot lately is just how divided a lot of us seem to be right now, and I think it's really unfortunate. I know that everybody's always going to have a different point of view, and and that's okay. That's actually one of my favorite things about smoking a pipe and about tobacco in general, is that I can have some of my friends out here in my tobacco parlor over to enjoy a pipe or a cigar, and we can chat and we can agree or disagree about a great many number of things, and we're still going to be civil, and we're still going to be friends, and we're going to treat each other with respect, and we're going to seek to understand. And I think too often in today's society, we sort of look down on our fellow man and our neighbors, and I just think it's too bad. And I know that that's always probably existed throughout history, so I'm not naive to that. But it's something that I think is important to keep in mind for all of us. And I'm saying it to you as a reminder for myself, because I have not always done that. And I'm sure I'll make mistakes in the future too. There will be some times when maybe I don't seek to understand or to empathize with somebody's point of view. But I know that, on some of the stressful days of the last several months for me in my own life, if I was having a really hard day, I was thinking about how I would want to be treated on my worst day. The day that, we had to say goodbye to our dog, Lena. It was one of the toughest days I've had to go through as an adult, and I was really upset and I was really sad, and you just never know what someone else is going through in their lives on that day when you maybe run into them at the grocery store, or you see them in line at the airport, or you're driving on the road sharing the freeway. Think about how often our tempers get the better of us when we're behind the wheel. I know I certainly have driven far too aggressively on the road, and I'm sure I will again, but I try to keep that in mind. Every day it's something, as I smoke my pipe and just reflect on things that happen to me and things that I see happening to others in the world. Just something I think is important to keep in mind. So, maybe as you go about your day, just think about it. If you're smoking a pipe, thinking about how you interact with others, and I think maybe more importantly, how do you react if someone is maybe rude to you, or someone is clearly not having a good day. I think oftentimes it's how we choose to react to those type of situations. If you fight fire with fire, you may not always get real far. And as they say, if you want honey, don't kick over the beehive. So, just something I've been pondering lately. And I haven't had the chance to make as many videos as I'd like recently. I've just had so many irons in the fire, but it's nice to get back on and talk to y'all. And I really hope you're all having a great day and enjoying some good smokes and some happy piping. I follow one of the Facebook groups, pipe smoking group. It's called the Gentlemen's Pipe Smoking Society. And it's a very active group. Posts are constantly streaming through the group, and I think there's close to 20,000 members. And I think with pipe smoking, there is a certain level of sophistication and patience and sort of a gentlemanly code of conduct that comes with smoking a pipe or a cigar. And I think 99% of the people in this group really follow that code of conduct, but there's always a few outliers. And I even had to block somebody on there because they just were posting just negativity constantly. You know, we all have different tastes in tobacco, and I know my tastes are constantly evolving. You know. And this guy that I blocked used to get on there and would just basically constantly trash talk people that enjoyed aromatic pipe tobacco, you know. And aromatics now are not, they're not my favorite, and I smoke them a lot less frequently than I smoke other blends like Virginias or English blends are my favorite. But an aromatic is what got me into pipe smoking to begin with. You know, Sutliff Creme Brulee, that was the one that a buddy of mine gave me a little bit of it, and boy, did it smell good in the bag. You know, he gave me this little Ziploc bag, and it smelled fantastic. And I have some upstairs, and I almost like opening the jar up and smelling it more than I do actually smoking it now. I mean, it still smells just amazing. So you can never underestimate the value of all the variety of different blends out there and what they mean to different people at different times in their lives. And to me, there's no reason to sort of shame somebody for enjoying an aromatic or looking down your nose like, oh, you're not sophisticated or you don't have good taste if you like aromatics. It's a bunch of nonsense. And you see it in some ways too with the filters. You know, a lot of new people get on and they'll ask questions about filters. Hey, should I use one? Should I not? And I think a trend that I've seen is oftentimes Americans tend to be a little macho about it. And so, oh, you shouldn't smoke a filter. You know, ruins the taste. Well, I think really we should just encourage everybody to try different things and find out what works for them. There's no right or wrong. So if you're somebody that, you know, doesn't smoke with a filter, that's okay, and that's great. And if you've had a great experience, I think it's wonderful to share those experiences, and most people do. But there's always just a few people that sort of, you know, poison the water hole, so to speak. You know, it's just so tough nowadays with social media to get on and really have a civilized conversation about things, because it can go wrong so quickly. Just somebody makes an offhand comment that they probably wouldn't make to somebody's face, and it stops being an enjoyable experience. So that's why I think it's important that face-to-face interactions with people while we're enjoying our tobacco is really important. And that's also why I think the YouTube pipe community, the YTPC, is so important, because everybody that I've met has just been amazing. There's so many great channels out there, guys that have followed me and offered me words of encouragement and that I've learned from. And I know I've got a few, you know, kind of tip videos that I think have helped a few people, and so and I'm learning, man. I learn every day. Every pipe I smoke, I'm learning a little something new. So anyway, that's just something I've been thinking about lately. I really enjoy the live chats. I used to get on and I'd get on the live chats with Matches 860. Man, his were the best. But unfortunately, he passed away in January, so those don't happen anymore. I'm waiting on my Matches 860 tribute pipe that I ordered from the Pipe Nook many months ago. I know the COVID thing has caused a big delay in shipping those out, but excited to get that when it finally arrives. So I'm just hoping anytime this year. If it comes this year, I'll be happy. Oh yeah, my pipe's really, you can hear the tobacco sizzling. I wish you could hear it. I put it up to my mic. I'm afraid I'm going to burn it. But the tobacco is really just, it's smoking very smoothly. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Just something I've been thinking about recently. And I can't wait to check in with you guys again soon. I'm going to finish smoking this bowl of Maltese Falcon in my Peterson. And I'm going to enjoy the serene quiet of the night right now. So, until next time, happy piping.